Okay, we can start now. Good morning. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Fine. Same here. Good morning to you also. You're able to hear me, na?
Yes, yes, loud and clear. I can hear you.
So I have to introduce myself.
Yes, please.
My name is Ravi Shankar Iyer, and I am from Nagpur, born and brought up in Nagpur. And I am a postgraduate in maths from
Okay.
Nagpur University.
Okay.
And what else? Regarding Nagpur, it is, you know, that it is the center of India,
Yeah.
and our there is a zero milestone over here.
Okay.
It is the center of India.
Yes, yes.
From there, and that there's a pillar-like structure over there, and in that it is written 0 mile of India, and people come and take photographs over there and all.
Oh, this is something new to me. I didn't know
Yeah,
about this. Okay.
and Nagpur is famous for oranges and all those things.
Yes. So what do you do currently? You told me in the mail that you are teaching
Yeah,
children, right?
yeah. I used to, but now because of too much heat and humidity, I have
Mm.
stopped the classes of now. As such, I teach small children in my colony. There's a big colony over here,
Okay.
and whoever wants to study. Previously, I used to take higher classes. Now I am focusing on the small kids so that they brush up from the starting itself.
Mm. Yeah. I think that requires a lot of patience to deal with small
Yeah,
children.
but not the KG kids and all. I start with some fifth class onwards, like that, fifth to eighth, so
Okay.
that they have learned something in school and all that, and they behave properly in my classes. Because I am very strict regarding teaching and all. No, this thing, masti will be tolerated in my class. Once
Yes.
we study, it should be very strict.
Mm.
And and seeing to their progress, I do like this only, teaching them. And it is my passion also. I am very much fond of teaching. From childhood, I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, okay. So you did your post graduation and you also worked as a professor or something?
No, I didn't work. Because my mother didn't allow me to go in the teaching profession.
Okay.
She said that if you go in teaching profession, after some years, you'll get bored.
Hmm.
And that was her this thing, because in her family there many members have been in teaching profession, and she found those things with them. So she
Hmm.
said, instead of doing that, you take classes at home, that will be better.
Okay.
I said, "Okay." But
Ah.
still, I'm not 63 plus, still I have that passion.
Hmm. Yeah, because you had this passion since childhood, right? So it is something very difficult to get rid of unless you really join and complete your passion.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
like that, I am fulfilling my passion by doing classes and all.
Hmm. And also you it is a nice way to pass your time to impart
Yeah.
knowledge.
That is a very big question mark for me to kill time.
Yeah.
Because I am not used to seeing TV most of the time, and then this thing, loitering here and there. I prefer to stay at home only. I am not a outside going person,
Okay.
and I prefer homely atmosphere only. So
Hmm.
therefore, these things are suitable for me. And I do a lot of reading also. That is one of my passion.
Okay. What kind of books do you read?
I read all good stuff. Whatever is good, I'll read regarding this thing, health issues. Some
Hmm.
the latest I got some this. I'll show you the book.
Yeah, yeah.
My latest,
Encounters with politicians. Okay.
yeah, and then all different.
Okay. Oh, okay. Rujuta. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. You have a nice collection of books, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
are like really big books, right? Which means to say you are an avid reader and you like reading. You tend to
yeah.
finish all the books.
No, I don't tend to finish the books and all. Whatever, chapter by chapter, I and read it, and whenever I get exhausted, I stop it. Then go to the another book like this. Not at a stretch. I don't read the whole book at a stretch.
Yeah, 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 of course. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you know about me, or you want me to introduce myself?
Yeah, you can introduce yourself. I have heard about you, but still.
Yeah, I am Shanta. I run my own YouTube channel, which is English with Shanta, and I live in South India, Karnataka, just your neighboring state. So I am a software engineer. Basically, according to my qualification, I have completed my computer science engineering. I also worked as a software engineer, but right now, I'm working as a spoken English trainer. Sometimes I give one-on-one classes, but mainly my focus is on YouTube. So yeah, that is my part-time profession, and full-time I'm a homemaker. So I'm just enjoying this phase of my life, seeing my
Hmm.
children grow. Yeah, that's all about me.
And why did you leave the engineering profession?
I left it 10 years ago, I mean 15 years ago now, because I had to relocate and my parents were conservative, so they did not want me to shift states and go elsewhere. So they advised me to stop working and get married instead. So I was just fulfilling their wishes. I got married and we moved to Melbourne, Australia. So there I did not again apply for an IT job because it's quite difficult, the IT market there. So I did not apply. I just wailed away time by doing some odd jobs in Australia. So after that, we moved back here in 2017 or 19. So I had another kid. Now he's also into school. So that's it. Now I have some time, not so much that I can go for a full time job, but still enough for me to be productive with something else.
Hmm. And you have passion for this thing also, no? Teaching and all.
I have a passion for doing something for myself, not exactly teaching, because honestly, I don't have that kind of patience. Many people approach me for
No, but
classes.
you have a lot of patience. You have a lot of patience. I've seen that.
Yeah.
You actually, I've seen your most of your videos. You give listening ear to the other person. That is a very good quality.
Hmm. Yeah, I think
You
so.
should,
I'm still
no,
discovering.
you should hear them properly, now whatever they are saying, and then give your views, which you do
Yeah.
very patiently. I've seen.
Okay. Thank you. So you see my videos like once a while, or what is your feedback regarding my videos? And also, you told that you follow really good content on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your feedback, or what else should I do? Because my main focus is on YouTube rather than being a teacher. So,
No, what
anything
you're
on this,
doing is
please?
no, no, you're carrying on very well. I've seen that one conversation with that one Dehati woman. Na?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I saw two, three videos of her. How beautifully she has learned. I was aghast to see her vocabulary. She was
yeah,
saying notorious. What words she used? I said, how she got all these words and all? Because I know their backgrounds and all.
yeah,
These people's background. Na? I am
yeah.
very much acquainted with them. So from that atmosphere, she has really excelled herself, I should say.
Yeah, she was also using idioms, which is
Yeah,
challenging,
yeah, yeah.
challenging
And
for
correct
us.
word at the appropriate time also. That was
Yeah,
very this thing wonderful. And what I don't have words to express this thing. Fine, it was. And day by day, she is improving. She has started her own channel also. It seems, no?
she started her channel way back, I think in 2020 or 21. She has more than 3 lakh subscribers.
Okay. I saw with you only in your channel, and then latest 2 3 days before I saw her channel also. I said she was talking to somebody else. I'm sure I said she's not talking to Shanta. That means she has her own YouTube, it seems. And there she was conversing very well, beautiful.
Yeah. I am a
And
newbie.
another,
It's been only like around 8 months I started my channel, but she's very famous across social
Acha.
media for all the English learners.
Now, how did she pick up so well just by conversing?
No, she did her own listening practice. Even in my video, she's told how exactly she learned by listening a lot,
No,
by
how she's
practicing.
getting so beautiful words and all. She is doing some classes of what idioms, phrases, books and all she's referring to.
Yeah, she will read books and she'll also teach. That way, she's learning and teaching as well. So she writes on the board and she explains to people.
Achha.
Yeah,
No, but she is taking a lot of pain. One day she'll become great.
yeah.
Her
And
vocabulary is
many people from the rural backgrounds are like truly inspired by her.
yes. One has to be inspired by her because she is doing wonderful. So, another gentleman had come with, I think he came from Orissa or this thing, West Bengal. He
Yeah.
also spoke very well.
Hmm.
He was also a homely man. He
Yeah.
said he has one daughter. He likes to be in his with his daughter and wife only at home only. He doesn't
Hmm.
have much of friends and all. That
Yes.
conversation also was very beautiful,
Yeah.
and
You
he
come
spoke
under
very
that.
well.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And
Main
how did
thing is,
you learn English like at
uh,
your
I
time when from childhood?
throughout I was a convent educated only, and as you said in one of your videos, you're also convent educated, and the same culture. I was from a missionary school, so there we have fathers, sisters, and they were very strict, very strict. And right from junior KG, I have studied.
Hmm.
From junior KG itself, they used to tell our teachers used to tell us that if you make fault, if you say wrong words, nothing happens. But whatever you speak slowly. You'll get the consent properly, and you'll get the and a grammatical mistake also corrected in the due course of time. And that was really if we spoke anything in Hindi or something in other language with our friends and all, na, if anybody, our monitor, class monitor, I used to be my class monitor because throughout I was first in my class. Yeah.
Okay.
So we used to go and tell the teacher that fellow is speaking in Marathi or Hindi or like that. Then they used to be punished or fined also for that. So like this, the atmosphere was very strict in our school, and that made us learn English very nicely. And we had very excellent teachers, I should say,
Hmm. Yeah,
and they
because
took a
they
lot
have
of
to follow the rules. Only then we will follow.
yeah.
So if they used to
They
talk to
took
each other
lot
in
of pains,
English.
lot of pains.
Hmm.
Their pain only paying us now.
Yeah, yeah. I think the same rule applies to anybody, right? People say that when
Yeah,
we don't have environment, when we don't study in English medium school, it is not possible for us. But I think rule applies to everyone, no matter how you're
yeah,
learning. You will make mistakes. And it is like you will learn gradually. They have a lot of questions like who will correct our mistakes if we are making mistakes. I think it is a like a journey of self-learning. You have to
yes.
figure it out.
Ongoing process, yes. We have to be passionate, hardworking, at the same time determined to learn the whatever language you want to learn, and
Hmm.
then follow like these conversations and all. Nowadays, because of these medias and all, we have
Hmm.
so many videos to access and all those things. In our days, we didn't have all these things. We never used to go for tuitions also. In our days, only tuitions was gone by those people who were dull in the class, who were very poor in studies. They were,
Yeah.
and if a person is going to tuition, we used to see him with a third eye. Arey, he is going to tuition and all. And now it has become just the reverse. The top notchers are going to tuition classes and all. This is
Yeah.
the change over there I have seen.
And also
In
there
our
is so much
time,
competition.
uh,
Everyone wants to, and it is kind of trend
yeah,
that you have to
yeah,
follow
yeah.
to be brighter and to do well in exams.
Everything has become very commercialized nowadays, particularly education.
Mm,
Very
yeah.
costly also and very this thing. It's very difficult for a poor man to make his and the children study in big schools and all.
Yes.
That is
Mm,
the trend. And what I was going to suggest to you that you have also spoken in your videos. The main thing is one should converse with each other. That is must for learning English. And you should also study grammar slowly at your pace. And that best book is that Ren and Martin. We were taught in Ren and Martin only, and till this date I find that book very beautiful, very
Mm.
easily, in easy steps, easy language. A layman can understand. They have taught in that book. So all I advise everybody, all the learners, to buy that book and keep it and see that you use it daily. And another suggestion, what I say, you should make a habit of reading newspapers. Newspaper is a must, and not after attaining a certain age. Right from the childhood, you should start reading the newspaper, because at that time you won't be able to understand the news and all. But at
Yeah.
least whatever is in the bold letters, capital letters, headings and all, that you can read, and you can talk with your parents, your brothers, sisters, ask them the meaning for that. If they don't tell you the meaning, jot down whatever meanings, the hard words which you feel that you don't know the meaning of these way. Even if it is was, WAS was, you don't know the meaning of was, you write it down, because you don't know, na, you don't see to others whether what he will say, I don't know was also. Then at that time you jot down all the this thing, and keep a dictionary with you. Always keep a dictionary handy with you, so that you can immediately see the meaning of that. And in the dictionary, most of the dictionaries, they also have the meaning and sentences also, they keep,
Yes.
so that you can use those words in the sentence. Simple sentences. Don't make difficult, hard sentences and all. Simple, 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 and like this, you will progress in your life. This is what I teach my students. In this
Mm.
way only, I tell them. And
Okay.
daily, whatever I teach them, it is my
Mm.
habit when they come for the next session. The
Mm.
10 15 minutes, I'll be taking their yesterday's class, whatever they have been taught. And if they funk over there, I'll tell them to go home, go
Oh.
study that and then come. Otherwise, because they'll take the class very leniently. No, I don't like that. I have sent many students at home. Their parents come and tell me, "Arey, you teach so well." My students were saying that, my son was saying, and all this. I said, nothing doing. Your son is not progressing according to me, unless and until he does my homework, my this things, teachings, and all. And because I'm teaching free of cost, and on top of that, I'm exerting so much. I'm giving my full time to you. So it is your duty, no? You should reciprocate to that. And if they don't reciprocate, what is the use of then teaching so much?
Yeah.
So then
True.
they have realized that thing. They then do it, and then they come back to my class. Then I said, I'll again keep a test for you. And if you pass in the test, you'll proceed. Otherwise, you go back.
Mm, yeah, but I would say, like, newspapers for people who say they are beginners and they don't know basics of English, then I'd say that newspapers can be read after you reach a certain stage, like maybe you know the basics, you know the basic words and sentence structures. Because the vocabulary now in newspapers, it's so hard to follow. They use really complex words. But you are telling that keep a dictionary handy, and that way it is
Yeah.
important for everyone right from the start to read
Yeah, that
newspaper.
is the best way to learn. If, everybody, even now also, we also don't know many of the words.
Hmm.
Many of the words we also don't know. We are not 100% this thing perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we also, I always keep a handy dictionary with me. Any word where I'm getting difficulty, I immediately search for that and see that this thing. And it was so easy and I didn't get it. I used to think like that. So this
Hmm.
is the way to learn actual, if you want to learn. And if you follow this method, what I'm saying, within a month or twice, 2 months, your English will be up, at least up to 80% you'll get it, most of the things, because I've seen it with my own eyes.
Hmm. Yeah. And I've seen people who are very much interested in reading either books or newspapers, whatever. Their vocabulary is very good. They use really nice words instead
Yeah,
of
yeah.
simple and
Yeah,
basic ones.
GK also becomes very nice.
Yeah.
GK,
Yeah.
main is GK.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
in the newspaper you have all sorts of news. There
Hmm.
is not a single topic. Any topic, there is a news over there. So I
Hmm.
said, when you are a beginner, you pick up whatever paragraph you like the most. Read that 2 3 times. If you don't know, also read it. Go on reading it, or you keep somebody in your house next to you who knows a bit of English, and he will see whether you are making any mistake or not. And
Mm.
note down the words which you don't know immediately, and see that you write those words 10 times till you know the correct spelling of that word, and then see to the meaning of that in the dictionary. And this, like this, you follow. And after gaining certain expertise, again go back to those same words and try to make sentences of your own from your side, not by saying here and there. And again, if you make a mistake, again where you have made, because what mistake you'll make, at the most you'll make grammatical mistake. That can be
Yes. Yes.
easily this thing. So this is the way to learn. This is my only advice to the students, that they should do like this. Follow
Mm.
this.
Mm.
And
And
what
also,
is good about speaking English, one has to converse.
yeah, yeah.
I always tell my students who are playing over there daily you are conversing with your friends in the Hindi language or Marathi language, whichever language you are speaking at home and with your friends. Try to speak in English, the same thing. So they say many of the words we don't know. You don't know you at that time you use Hindi, but
Mm.
rest of the sentences you make in English. When they see me looking at them, they will try to speak. When I'm not there, they'll start this thing. This is
Mm.
this thing. So these are the ways one can learn English and all this.
Mm. Read the newspapers and talk as much as you can. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
how much
yeah,
ever, but try your best to talk as much as you can. Also, people have an issue that suddenly, if somebody asks them a question, they have all the knowledge, but they can't speak. They cannot
yeah,
frame
yeah.
sentences instantly.
Yes, yes,
So I think that is because of lack of practice, right? Because
yes.
they're not
Lack of.
speaking enough.
Main
Hmm.
thing is you have to converse. Without
Yes.
conversing, many people have very good knowledge of English, reading and everything. They will explain to you if you ask them the meaning and but when you tell them to converse, they are not good at that.
Yeah,
I have seen this.
even writing, they
Yeah,
write beautiful
yeah,
emails, but while speaking, they have so many grammar issues.
yeah, yeah.
And also, you told that newspapers improves our GK, right? So if
Yeah.
a person is suddenly asked about a specific topic, it will give you so much knowledge. In that
Yes.
way, you are able to converse on any specific topic.
Say, for example, today's newspaper, you have all the newly appointed ministers, what portfolios they are getting, and all this. These things they are asked in the exams. Who's your
Yes.
prime minister? Who's your finance minister? Main things they are asked. If they go through this, it's okay.
Mm.
And you have to brush your knowledge also.
Mm.
But GK is to be brushed every now and then.
Yes, yes. And it is like it comes to your house every day, right? Newspapers.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
to go elsewhere and search for some books.
Nahin, once you develop the habit of reading newspaper, you won't believe, in our house when we were small. I have three sisters and I am the only son in the family. So when we had a one new English newspaper used to come to in our house. My father and we four used to read English, and my mother was from Hindi medium. So she used to read Hindi. She was very fond of Hindi. So what happened when the paper used to come? You won't believe. As the paper man used to drop it under the this door. As soon as it used to come, we you all used to. I want to read it. It would be torn into pieces. That much we were fond of reading it. Then what my father did, it had 7 to 8 pages. He said, "I'll do one thing. Daily, I'll give one page to everybody. You all read those things, then we can exchange it. Otherwise, daily the paper will be torn into pieces." Really, it happened, and we used to learn like this. We read, and that became a very good habit. And now, every one of our in our family, we have all grown up and all. Still, till this date, till the newspaper doesn't come. Suppose on one holiday the newspaper is not there, so we feel that something is some we are missing something.
Mm.
That should be the this thing.
Okay. So you like rely on the paper, the physical form of news, right? Because nowadays
Yeah.
some people have stopped getting newspapers because they think
No,
that all the
now this
information is
digital
there.
media has come. Yes,
Mm.
they
But
get
is it
it
somewhat
through.
different reading digitally
Huh?
and reading it on paper? Is there some difference reading digitally and
Yes,
reading it
yes.
on paper?
I find it a hell lot of difference. I like the physical this thing. because
Yeah.
there the contents are so small. No, we have to every now and then zoom up and see that sometimes we will miss some lines and all. But
Yeah.
here, at a glance, you can read it and all. I find the this thing more comfortable than digital.
Yes. Same
Digital
applies to books. Hmm.
short messages, okay, but
Yeah.
books to be read in digital, this thing is big. Therefore, I never go for that is what e-Kindle or something they say, na Kindle book
Yeah.
and all.
Kindle books.
I
Yeah.
always order books and keep it with myself because it will be useful for the other generation also. Na? Whoever, anyone can read it.
Yeah. Newspaper thing was there even in my home. My dad reads it till date. And my mom, she needs a Kannada paper because she can't read English. So it is like an addiction. Even till date, she needs a
Yes,
newspaper.
yes, you have used the correct word. It is an addiction. So
Mm-hmm.
we should go for good addictions, not bad addictions.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So, but gradually we stopped, but they are continuing. They still read the newspaper whenever I go home. They keep
Hmm.
waiting for the newspaper. First, my dad finishes reading it, then he gives to my mom. Now he has also come down to Canada because there are two people. So why order two newspapers? So they both of them read Kannada news. We see like older generation more doing this more like reading from a physical newspaper. But our generation, I think it is a bit reduced.
Yeah. Even my students, many of the students, I tell them, I ask them general knowledge question. They are
Yeah.
they'll look up, down, and all this. Why? I said, you didn't read the newspaper. आज की तो newspaper में आया तो सर हमारे घर newspaper नहीं आता वगैरह. अरे तो tell your parents to get newspaper. It is so cheap also.
Yes.
Parents are also responsible to some extent.
Yeah, I'll take your advice seriously. That is like, the beauty of talking to people and knowing them, right? You learn so many things, not only related
Yes.
to English, any kind of advice, any kind of
Yes.
life experiences they had. So I'm thoroughly enjoying what I'm doing. So is there anything you want to add to the session before we wind up?
That, that was that's all, and this much I had kept in my mind that I was speaking to you.
Mhm.
And
So
you are
how was
carrying
your
on your
health? Are
classes
you
very
doing
good.
fine?
Hello.
Yeah, I was asking how was your health and everything around you? Is everything
Uh,
okay?
Health of late, I am having a bit of sugar and the BP, but under control only because I am a very disciplined person. So many of the times I tell my doctor, can't it be stopped? My medicines can't be stopped. He said, slowly you're progressing. Let us see when we can stop it. Because I take a lot of care regarding eating, and I never eat from outside. That's my
Mm.
habit. However good the food may be, I don't like outside food. Whatever
Mm.
is prepared at home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, okay then.
Yes,
It was really nice talking to you. Thank you so much
yes,
for accepting and joining me today. So pleasure talking to you. Keep supporting, and if there is anything, you can send me an email any day.
yes. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
All the best for your future.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You have a good day.
Same here, ma'am.
Bye bye.